Okay, before we start, major spoiler alert for Transformers 1. You have been warned. So, yesterday, I watched my now favorite movie of the year so far, Transformers 1. Now, one of the main plot points in the film was the fact that the matrix of leadership was missing, which in turn stopped the freefall of Energon, aka the Cybertronian's lifeblood, across Cybertron. At the end of the film, though, the matrix was recovered and the flow of Energon was restored. No worries, no problems, happy days ahead. Except, let's rewind back to when our gang of ne'er-do-wells has found Alpha Trion, who, when given this information, simply replied, "That's impossible." It was a quick little thing. In fact, the movie pretty much glossed over it. But it stuck with me. It's a simple case of correlation and causation. Yes, the disappearance and subsequent reappearance of both the Matrix and the free-flowing Energon were related. But one did not affect the other. In fact, they were both affected by the same person. Oh yeah, I said person, because I of course mean none other than Primus himself. See, in Transformers 1, Primus's lore is established and presented pretty straightforwardly. Dude became a planet. Yet, even as a planet, Primus continued to live. We don't even have to look far for the evidence. We see Primus's handiwork the moment the main characters breach the surface, with the planet quite literally crashing their train to ensure their continuing of their quest, maybe? Potentially? But honestly, we can go practically to the beginning of the film for more evidence. When we see how the Energon was being mined, the struggle to keep the tunnels open in specifically, because those tunnels had to be held open, reinforced, and, be prevented from closing up. Not collapsing, closing up. In fact, very unmistakably, purposefully closing up, as if the planet itself was trying its hardest to prevent the precious Energon from being extricated from its soil. That's because he was. The Primes were dead. The planet was beset by alien invaders. A pretender took charge. The pretender wanted the Matrix, but he was unworthy, so it was taken away, sequestered back within Primus's spark. The aliens wanted the Energon, so the flow was cut, with the precious resource being locked within Primus's flesh. But there was only so much even he could do to stand in the way of the power of greed that gripped the false Prime's spark.